Tres Doritos después.
We have some breaking news just in from the Supreme Court. This is a 7-2 ruling involving justices now allowing the Trump administration to revoke protected status for 500,000 immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, while the
messages, though, for the Cubans for Trump. Actually, for all Latinos for Trump. The Supreme Court just revoked the legal status of 500,000 people from, like, Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, I think, and then somewhere else. So you guys better start packing your shit, because they're coming after you. They don't care that you voted for them. They never cared about you in the first place, dog. We tried to tell you this shit, but you didn't listen. So now they're coming after you. Supreme Court just ruled on it. You guys better start packing, because they're going to either leave on your own terms now at this point, or they're going to come after you. You guys are in danger. And you voted for it. That's the crazy part.
Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing fine wherever you're tuning in from. Now today I happen to be outside, and yeah, I'm recording this video. It's kind of a quick video. I just hope that I am audible enough, because I'm not in my studio and I don't have my microphone with me. And I just thought that I need to do this quick video because there's this video that I've come across on the internet. It's a video about Cubans and how Donald Trump has stripped hundreds of thousands of Cubans. He has stripped off humanitarian parole, and it has really affected hundreds of thousands of Cubans. You know, this is not something that most of them really expected, because even in the general elections, those Cubans, we saw hundreds of thousands of Cubans carrying red placards written Donald Trump and supporting Republicans. They supported Donald Trump's racist manifesto, you know, and right now today they are being affected. Now in this video we'll be looking at what people think about the whole thing. We'll be looking at people's reactions from the social media all over, from TikTok, Twitter, and all that. You know, when you're forcing yourself to join a certain team of people who really don't care about you, and all they care is about themselves. Now that is really what is happening to Cubans right now. They tried to force themselves into Team Donald Trump or into the MAGA team, and at that time they weighed and looked at it. Where were they so close to being? You know, were they so close to blackness or so close to whiteness? You know, because Cubans, they are not black and they are not white either. They are also considered as immigrants in the United States. So they decided to side with the racist manifesto of the President of the United States, Donald Trump. And right now, it's the FAFO season for them. Without wasting any time, let's get to view the video, and please watch to the end of the video, because I'd really love to know what your thoughts are. Open up your mind and tell me what you think in the comment section. You know, let's have this conversation going. Let's have the discussion. I believe it's important if we do talk about such things. Tell me what you think in the comment section. As usual, I am your presenter, Kachina, and if you're new to this channel, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel, because these are the kind of videos that I post. And subscribing, you'll be guaranteed to get notified on a daily basis whenever I upload such kind of content. So see you on the other side, where I'll be giving my commentary.
Well, if it isn't the consequences to our actions, this pro-Trump supporter Cuban rapper is about to be deported. A Cuban dissident turned MAGA hype man named El Funky, or for this video right here we'll call him El Pendejo, comes into America waving his Trump flag around, thinking he's about to be the poster child for American freedom, only to be hit with a gotcha moment from Homeland Security. Gotcha! This man right here, who is obviously internally Caucasian, thought he can come into America, wrap himself around the flag, and pose as the world's most off-brand Trump supporter. This idiot doesn't understand that this administration will chew up anybody. His grandmother, who just gets caught jaywalking, would be deported alongside those people with weed charges like this guy right here. Doesn't matter what you did. If you look the part, which he obviously does, then he's automatically guilty in the eyes of MAGA and Donald Trump. All that time spent talking about how awesome Donald Trump was, or all that time writing songs about freedom, only to realize that here in America, freedom comes with a stack of paperwork and a judge that couldn't pick this brown man right here out of a lineup. I don't feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad for this guy right here. You reap what you sow. And that's it.
Did you know that Cuban deportees, especially the ones that are political dissidents and the ones seeking asylum in the U.S., face a significant risk of torture when they come back to Cuba? So when we ask ourselves, when will Latinos for Trump open their eyes, specifically the Cuban ones? The answer is they never will. And there's no better example than the Cuban for Trump than El Funky. He's a Cuban rapper that's currently facing deportation and possible imprisonment in Cuba since his music helped fuel anti-government protests in Cuba. Someone that's been really silent about this case is self-hating Marco Rubio, a Cuban himself. It's a perfect illustration of how much Marco Rubio has changed up during the Trump presidency. Even just a year ago, I'm sure Marco Rubio would have been the loudest person about this case. It's also a crazy example of how much Trump has changed up about Cuban immigration policies. For decades, the U.S. has rolled out the red carpet for Cubans, despite Trump refusing to help these Cubans who have overwhelmingly voted for him. They are still very much pro-Trump, including the rapper El Funky. Talk about fucking around and never finding out.
So the man you see behind me is a pro-Trump rapper who has 30 days to leave the country, but he's not just a regular rapper. This man's music went so viral, it sparked the biggest protest Cuba has ever seen in decades. Not only did this song go viral in Cuba, it even went international here in the States, to the point where senators like Marco Rubio named an entire bill after this man's song. So you could imagine the Cuban government is highly upset with this man, and it decided to lock up two of the people that collaborated with him on the song. They in jail right now getting tortured every single day, but this man was able to escape to America. So while in America, he told the American media, hey, listen, Donald Trump is the best president to have right now, both for this country and my home country. According to him, he thought that Donald Trump was going to put the pressure on the Cuban government and make Cuba great again. But you got to understand, this man feels like he has the Republican Party in his back pocket, because so many Republicans came out, prominent Republicans at that, came out and supported this man, his movement, and his song. They named the bill after this man. But here's the thing. Those same Republicans that was championing this man and his movement are crickets right now. Dead silent.
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote.
Raise your hands, come on.
For Donald Trump. Oh my God, I will vote.
Arriba.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
I want to thank Los Tres del Habanas. How did I do, Mercy? For their incredible performance.
Nosotros lo hicimos porque nosotros queríamos. A mí nadie me pagó un centavo. A mí nadie me dijo que esto iba a ser beneficioso, ni siquiera que iba a
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. That's what y'all did. Those people didn't even get paid to do that. Crazy. The wordplay that the GOP specifically used in Florida, especially Miami, on Venezuelans and Cubans is unreal. They told you guys that they're only going after the criminals. You guys are the criminals. When you come to this country illegally, that's the crime. But what you do is you seek asylum because you're saying you're running away from a very bad government. But you still have to get here to seek asylum. And when you seek asylum, you give your name, where you're living, where you're working. That's how this works. So that's what they did. They didn't go around trying to find a bunch of illegal immigrants everywhere, because that's difficult to do. Apart from the farms and the construction sites, it's hard to find illegal immigrants in the country. They don't leave a paper trail. But people that seek asylum do. And that's why they went to y'all houses in Miami and picked y'all up, because they knew where you were at. Your paperwork wasn't completed. But hey, I will vote for Donald Trump. You voted for your people to get deported because he don't give a what you look like. Y'all could look white, you can have the proximity to whiteness, but you are from Cuba, and he don't give a shit. So thoughts and deportations. Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump. Y'all stand 10 toes down in your vote. Don't start bitching now.
I don't know if you're like me, but man, you're seeing a lot of footage coming out of Florida, Tallahassee, Florida, and watching this big work site of all these fellows getting arrested by ICE, getting brought into custody. These are working men, people working, building stuff, and they're going and arresting these folks. You know, this is the aggravating thing with this president. This president isn't doing shit as far as immigration, as far as getting a bill passed, where that man right there could come here, work toward a permanent residency. No, they're just going to go arrest these people and deport them to fucking God knows where. But he'll go and pardon criminals that has robbed millions of dollars from people and keep the money flowing in and keep pardoning his rich fucking friends. It's absolutely fucking sickening to see what's going on in this country. And if you're seeing these men get arrested at a work site that they were hired, they knew, that owner knew damn well they were illegal, right? They get hired, they're doing a job, and you're going to go up and fucking arrest them. It's, to me, what the is wrong with this country? Why can't we just have some normal bill come across, get some shit done where that man can come here, work towards citizenship, pay a tax or pay a fine or whatever the fuck? Why can't we get that done? Why do we gotta sit here and watch this fucking video of all these men? What they do? They just wanted to come here and get a job and work. It's ridiculous. But the commander-in-chief, his ass is too busy pardoning his rich criminal fucking friends. I'm sorry. I fucking seen this. I feel bad for them men. They don't come to me. Oh, they're here illegal. They're fucking working, dummy. They're building shit for this country. And don't forget, our ancestors came off a fucking boat.
Political governmental manipulation. Here we go again. So now the Cubans are going to suffer because the Supreme Court gave Trump the okay to deport over 500,000 people. And some of those people are going to be Cubans. Cubans are going back home. And listen to this. You know what I realized? So one government says, come on in, come on. Y'all are welcome. And they come in and that government gets elected because people are saying, oh my God, they're helping the Cubans. Fidel is doing them so bad. And here comes Biden, Clinton, all of them. Let's go. Let the Cubans in. Let them in. All right. So then they come in and now they're going out. Right? Then also now, Biden open up the borders, let everybody in. Then Trump come in, they're going out. And innocent people that has been here, now a light is shined on them. The political parties just use the people just for their benefits, and they don't care about the people. We see this time and time again. This is crazy. So now Cubans that has been here, has the protection of being here because they flee, they're gone. Whatever they have established, families, whatever, gonna be broken up and gone. Back to a place that we know is hardship.